Hey guys, good morning. How you doing? Hope you guys are doing awesome today on Monday. So today we're going to talk about the 5 fastest way to become rich according to experts. Today's topic and this week's topic is about making money. Let's get into our article here quickly. This article is by Bob Haegele. So if you guys have email, if you guys receive my email, there's some cool links. If not, you guys can get this article from me if you like. Just text me or message me. I'll get that out to you if you're not on my list. If you want to be on my list, just go to curtishelps.com and you can join me there. Okay, so let's get into it. Getting rich is pretty high up on most people's list of financial hopes and aspirations. After all, it will allow you not only have more financial security, but also have more options. And of course, you would have the ability to spend on more things you want. Okay. The problem with the idea of getting rich, though, is that it takes a lot of time and effort. Getting rich quick schemes are almost always nothing but a way to pry on those who are struggling financially. Unless you're born into a wealthy family and a large inheritance is passed to you, you will likely have to become rich through a combination of hard work and financial diligence. In reality, there are arguably no secrets to becoming rich. Time-tested approaches are generally your best bet, and on our experts confirm that they've outlined some of the best ways to become rich relatively quick. Pardon me. The first one is avoid and pay down debt. Debt is not necessarily bad in all incidences, but it is something to be avoided most of the time. For instance, student loans can be beneficial if the principal and interest rates are not excessive and they help you pursue a lucrative career. Some experts would contend that student loans are bad, but I disagree, says Robert Johnson, chairman and CEO of Economic Index Associates. I would categorize most student loan debt as being good debt. In my opinion, student loans get a bad rap. Again, the emphasis is on how to use them. Student loans can certainly be bad if the numbers don't work in your favor. There is no doubt that the system has been abused and that some students have accumulated a mountain of debt and have earned degrees that simply won't provide the earning power to pay that debt back, Johnson says. So Johnson also emphasized that credit card debt is always bad debt and should be prioritized over student loans. Arul Acuna, a founder of independent wealth management firm of LTG Capital LLC, recommended putting at least 20% of your paycheck toward debt if you have it. So that's a good plan. So whatever you make, put 20% toward debt, credit card debt, or what you may have, or loans. All right, number 2, spend intentionally and minimize costs. If you want to become rich, it is important to minimize your costs and be more intentional with your spending. This is the second step because it should be one of the first things you do. Spending intentionally and minimizing your costs will require you to keep a budget. In doing so, you can keep track of exactly how much you spend and where you spend it. Hakuna recommends a checklist of how you will spend. Develop a priority list of how you're going to spend your paychecks when you receive them. This includes allocating money to debt reduction, savings, fund, and emergency. So just find the different categories and put your money accordingly into those categories. Your goal should be minimize costs as much as possible so you can put money towards building wealth. Jeff Burrell, president and lead advisor at Sierra Ocean, said, "You should ravenously find ways to limit your lifestyle costs and save 20%, 25% of your income." It's pretty aggressive there. Number 3, invest as much as possible in a diversified portfolio. While there are limits to how much you can put into your 401k or IRA, those limits are high enough that many people are not able to reach them. And if you do, you always invest more in a taxable brokerage account. Thus, if you want to become rich, you should invest as much as you can. There is no upper limit to that amount. There are many different investment strategies, but most experts recommend putting most of your money into the stock market. Some recommend a smaller portion of real estate or even speculative investments. Burrow recommends a portfolio of 65% stocks, 25% real estate, and 10% speculative asset of choice. You'll want to invest in a tax advantage account such as a 401k or IRA first. That will help minimize your tax bill and thus increase returns over time. If you manage to max out all your tax advantage accounts, you can move into a brokerage account. Interesting. If you have any other ideas, I would love to hear from you on how to make money and how to save it better. These are some people's opinions, but I'm sure people out there have more better ideas. If so, leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. Number 4, working on your career. There is no substitute for high income. As they say, there is only so much you can cut in terms of expenses. But there's a limit to how much your income can increase, at least in theory. Ensure that as you advance in your career, business, and main occupation, you always save more than you spend. Key. Always save more than you spend. As your salary rises and increases your gross income. Process lifestyle costs creep. Lifestyle costs creep will absolutely wreck the plan to get rich as quickly as possible. So as your money increases, stay humble and live with less, or maintain the same lifestyle even though you make more money. Just take the extra money and save it. That's my understanding there. Of course, increasing your income will be contingent upon the job you have. Those working hourly jobs, for example, may have minimal leverage to increase their income. But if it is possible for you to move up the corporate ladder, that can be a powerful way to become rich, as you will be able to save and invest more. Number 5, finally, find extra work. The idea of a side hustle is nothing new, but if you have some extra time and you can pick up some extra work for a few hours a week, that can be a powerful way to increase your income. Gig economies such as Uber and TaskRabbit make it easy to find flexible work, and there is no shortage of lists of types of side hustles can be found online. I'm sure you have looked at a few. Finding a side hustle is sometimes easier said than done, but this can put extra money that you can continue to invest further. Immediately go try and find 2 or 3 side hustles which you can boost your home income. Save as much as you can of that, Bro says. So if there's a side job, try to save all that as much as possible. That'd be good. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, or rather Wednesday, we'll talk about 10 income-producing assets to invest in. All right? That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Be positive, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.